What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Transformations. I'm your host, Rick Kelly, and we are out on Mountain Island Lake. Long stand off a ladder plantation. I decided to come out here and did a little 30-minute nature trail run. Got chased by a couple bees, but there's little stingy bees. I'm going to have to spray some off before I come out and run. But it's nice and quiet out here on the lake. I'll take a look, man. This is right here where you want to come for some serenity. Just complete quiet. Get out here and you can just let your mind absorb into the nature, not think about anything. It's nice. Miss you guys. I hadn't talked to you in a minute, so I figured I'd check in. Finished up. I did get selected on that jury duty, but as an alternate, so I didn't get to stay for the deliberations. But I saw the whole trial up to the closing arguments and listened to closing arguments, and I guess I can talk about it now since it's over. But it was a case on where the insurance company was going against several parties involved in this accident, and the accident really touched on what my life and all this transformation really is. So what had happened was some years ago, this couple was involved in a bad drug deal, and they were running from it, and they ended up being in an accident, and 3 people died in the accident, including the fiance that was in the vehicle with the perpetrator, whatever you call it, accused. So anyway, that was very dramatic, and she actually got on the stand, and I had to break the whole story down, and just crazy. And so this guy ended up losing his life over, it was $50 worth of drugs, lost his life. And what they had done was gone and tried to hand him off a $5 bill for a $50 bill, and ended up having to run from it. So it was crazy, and you just see the parties, how many people are affected by one bad decision. So I was taken aback for sure, and taken back to 15 years ago, what it felt like. So just well, they said there but for the grace of God go I, and that's true. That could have easily been me in any one of my situations. I just thank God daily that He pulled me out of that mess. But and now you get to live a little bit of life, enjoy life, enjoy some relaxation, not be stressed. Today I haven't really been keeping track of the days of things, but before I did the video, I looked in at the date and I calculated up, and today's actually the 90th day since I quit gambling. Now, I had quit. I did some weaning off with the drugs that I was on. I was on, Adderall and Kratom, and I'd actually quit the Kratom 90 days ago and quit smoking pot 90 days ago. So I'm 90 days clean off all that. And then it was a week later before I quit everything. And then right after that process is when I started going back into the program. I wanted to get some, some therapy for my mind. I really thought I needed it, and it's been invaluable. I went to a meeting last night with my sponsor. I've been making about 3 meetings a week, and it's helpful, because when I don't go, I start getting back into my head, and that one thing that allows me to do is to talk about, any kind of issues that you're having, and then, be listened to by some people who've been through the same stuff you've been through. But, I've been fortunate that the desire was lifted. When I started the process, it was lifted from me. That doesn't mean a whole hill of beans, because it can come back easily, but just trying to keep that away from me. And I've still been getting, a couple of emails from people. And I really want to get involved with the channel and expand on it more. And so I've had a little bit of a premonition of a idea that I can do. I don't want to give y'all fluff. I don't want to be on here just chatting and making, you know, a bunch of videos for nothing. I want it, you know, to mean something to y'all, mean something to me. I might have to get out of the sun for long. My little fur skin doesn't take it too well. But find me a little cove and sit back. Look right over here. This one here is calling my name. See, I can hop off and I can go jump off. There's docks on the side where you can hop off and go hit the trails. I had a nice trail earlier for about 3 miles. But yeah, I'm gonna start. I'll go ahead and tell. I'm gonna start expanding more on some of my stories, and also get into some other stories from users, and with the gambling, with the drugs, with everything. And so giving y'all a chance if I can get in here without cracking my head open on the branches. I'm in my little resting spot for a second. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be trying to give you some more stuff. Like I said, I just didn't want to give a whole bunch of nothing. You know, I'm still kind of new and on my journey back into this, even though I've been through it before. You know, I don't want to speak on something I don't know to y'all. I want y'all to be able to take everything I give you and use it and grow with y'all. Get just a little shade for a second up here. I actually bought a fishing pole. I haven't gone fishing in forever, but I am gonna bring some fishing poles out here. And you know, Wendy's got a longboard. She went to a yoga retreat thing today that was for a few hours. I was getting kind of bored on the treadmill. I've still been hitting it, but I was like, you know, with the weather being nice, it's like 100 degrees and stuff today, but there's a cool breeze blowing on the lake. Just gotta be careful not to get burned out here. But yeah, good idea too. One thing they talked about in the meeting last night that I think that a lot of people can take, that I really took on. A lot of it, you know, we fear change sometimes, but we end up liking the change. It's just the actual initiating the change that we dread. And once we get into the change, it's you know, even me out here now, I had to wash the kayak up and get the truck ready and get everything. And so sometimes it seems like a little more work than it's gonna pay off for, but I was dead wrong. You know, this is glorious out here today. Big old rocks over there. There's people doing some jumping, it looks like. But so yeah, I've trying to relax, take life a little bit easier, but we will be getting some more stuff going for you. Push out and go find me another little cove, a little better. See, right over here they got, right ahead there's a little landing dock, and I can pull over there and dock it off and go hit the trails for a few. Bring the doggy dogs out here. They love it out here at Latta. But